So this is my main fish tank in my front room. Now I did have a massive problem with hair algae and blackbeard algae. Yesterday I went and bought a load of fish from my local aquatic centre, and I have bigged them up a lot because they're very good. So I'll just go through the new fish. I got four, I don't know if you can see them, there they are, tiny they are. Four Siamese algae eaters, or flying foxes. There are four of them. There's three there, but there are four somewhere about. I got a double red apistogramma aganzi. I got that was the male one. I also got a male apistogramma max. I got one before, but I didn't have a lot of luck with him, so I got a new one of them as well. Begins with M. I'll have to write it down in the description. I also got a female Odessa barb who's up at the polytunnel with the other barbs, and then I got a new pair of apistogrammas as well. So the new ones are over there. There's a male, I think. That's the female, and there's a male as well. So I got a new pair of apistogramma and a male of two different sorts, and the four Siamese algae eaters or flying foxes, because I've got this blackbeard algae and hair algae problem. And you can kind of see it. There's the newer male apistogramma with that orangey tail at the back there. I've cleared the flue valve filter out. I've done I don't know what it is, like a 25% water change, and I've done a major trim. I've got a little tub, let me see there, I've got a little tub down there, and it's got a load of plants to go in the polytunnel, in the ponds up the polytunnel. So I've done a major trim back, and I've also cut back loads and loads of leaves and stuff to get rid of this hair algae and this blackbeard algae, and there's still tons of it there. You can see all over that bulbitis and all over the all over the bulbitis and all over the Java ferns. There's loads left. I did speak to the people in the aquatics in St Bridget's Aquatics, and they said they tried using pure carbon and pointing it directly onto the hair algae, and that actually worked on one of their plants. So I bought some of that, and I've squirted a load on to the bulbitis and the Java fern this morning. There's just tons of it. There's tons of it on the bottom. It's all over the crypts. It's all over everything. So I'm going to keep on working on that, and I'm hoping that the other fish are actually going to do it. There's a lot of baby bristlenose in here of different colours, so I'm hoping that they're going to do their job and actually munch through it. I'm going to cut the food down quite substantially. I've still got to feed some bloodworms so that the eels get something to eat, and the rope fish or reed fish, but I am going to cut the feeding down by a huge amount. The pufferfish zumi is actually feeding on the tiny little snails, along with the yo-yo loach. I've got 3 yo-yo loach, and they're also feeding on the snails, which is great. The Malaysian trumpet snails, I've got a massive problem with them, that the bottom of the tank moves. So I'm hoping that this will solve the problem. I've cleaned the glass and scraped it and everything else, so it looks crystal clear, and it's back to looking really nice, the tank. Cleaning the filter out and doing all that was a brilliant job as well. So yeah, it's going to come back, and it is going to look really nice. You can see it there. I have trimmed back lots of plants really hard because they needed it. I've taken the log, the Bucephalandra log bridge out for now, and I've put it in a tank. It's wet and it's under a light, but I've taken it out to try and kill off the hair and the blackbeard algae, due to the fact that it was absolutely caked on the plants. So I'm just going to spray them and try and get rid of that, the algae off the leaves of it, before I put it back in the tank. because it's really nice, and I like all the plants on it, and I'd like them to keep going in there, but whilst that hair algae is on it, just looks horrible, and the blackbeard algae. Anyway, this is my tank back to its former normal beautiful self. The pump's working. I've had to turn it down because it was working too well. There's quite a lot of floating plants in there as well, and they're doing well. So yeah, anyway, I just thought I'd bring you along and show you my beautiful main fish tank. Zoom back out, there you go. And so I'm back to looking at the beautiful tank. Nice one, cheers.